All right. All right. With that said, let's get our guest speaker. He hails from between Houston, Texas, between Baltimore, Maryland, and between Florida. I mean, he's all over the place and building his business. And he's also one of the youngest guys. Saw the opportunity, got started when he worked at Applebee's, and he said it's easier to talk with my mouth than flip over over a hot stove. Got in and was a regional director, and then regional vice president, super fast, and he's on point to be the youngest SVP in the company. So without further ado, let's give it up to the number one, the one and only Mr. Shakeel Cooper.
I was saying, how you guys doing? It feels good to be back. I just got finished working out. I've been doing this thing, waking up 5 o'clock in the morning to go work out. And it's changed my life phenomenally. So today I just kind of wanted to talk to the people on the call because it's the beginning of the month. It's a brand new month. And I feel as though how you start your month is how you end your month. And for me, before I do go into anything about myself, I want to thank you again, Mr. Thomas, for always allowing me to get on a call, speak to the team, and just being mentored by someone like yourself has been a phenomenal impact on my life. And for the people on the call who don't know who I am, like Mr. Thomas did say, my name is Shakeel Cooper. I got involved in this business October 27th, 2013. So it's coming up on 11 years in a couple weeks. 11 years. Imagine doing something for 11 years and still making money from something that you started 11 years ago. You know, most people are still paying for things that they got 11 years ago, but to be able to be a part of a company that's still paying me 11 years later when they said they will if you do the work, it has been a phenomenal impact. But for the people on the call who don't know who I am, I got started in this business, like I said, 11 years ago, no business background. But when I got started, I was a college kid, just going to school, trying to figure out what I want to do, watch all my friends go to college, say, you know what, I can't just work at Applebee's. So I seen the ACN opportunity from a close friend of mine, came out, got started. And the moment that I signed the paperwork to get started, I was 100% all in. So if you're taking notes, I want you to write down 100% all in. You can't tiptoe this business. The moment that you get started, you just got to take off 100 miles per hour when running, and don't slow down until you find more people like you that's still doing the things that you would do to provide results for your entire team. So off the go, I literally was like, you know what? I'm all in. And the reason why I was all in, because I said to myself, if I hit this bonus, because most people, when they get started with something, they don't have goals. So for me, like, I just left the gym. I got my new journal, just writing down my goals. And what I did was I said, I want to hit the bonus. And the reason why I said I wanted to do that, because I wanted to prove to myself that, guess what? You can actually make money in the business. See, most people issues is that their belief level is not there. That's why they're scared to talk to people. But once you start making some money, what can anybody tell you? They can't tell you anything. So your belief level is at a next level. The reason why most people belief level is not there, because they wait until they make a lot of money to say, you know what, now I'll believe in it. You got to believe in it when you're getting those $50 checks, $100 residuals, because one day it can have a comma in it. But you got to believe, literally, the moment that you get started, that everything that you want out of this opportunity, you're going to have it. Because if you don't believe it, it's never going to happen. And you can lie to yourself over and over and over and sit around, because guess what? I know people that's been involved in the business 20 years now and haven't been able to see the success that I've seen in 5 years of me being involved in the business. And the reason why I said it, because when I got started, I didn't take my foot off the gas. See, most people, once they got started, they take breaks, they go on vacations. No, it's 11 years and we're still working. We're still signing up new people. We're still acquiring new customers. We're still actively growing the business. And we haven't took our foot off of the gas. Just imagine doing something for 10 plus years, and every single day, every single week, you're working the system nonstop. Eventually, the system is just going to continue to work, and you might not ever have to work 10, 20, 30 years down the line and still be able to make residual income that one day you can give to your kids' kids. See, that's why I love ACM, because it's not about right now. It's always new goals to be set. Think about it. There was SVP. Now it's SVP Platinum. Guess what? Now you got another goal to shoot for. What are your goals? Did you even write down your goals for the month? Because I can tell you what to do, but if you don't do it, you're not going to get results. Number one, Write down your goals. Number 2, for everyone on the call, you got to start getting active. I don't care if you want to walk a mile a day, run a mile a day. One thing I did learn, and I always speak about this now because I've seen the difference. Listen, people respect people that work out. And the reason why I say that because anyone that knows, it's one of the hardest things for most people to do, including me. I'm not a person, I still don't like the gym. But if you follow me on social media, you will see that for the last 60 days, I haven't took a week off. I haven't went more than 2 days without working out. Invested in the train, I got more energy. Listen, I don't need a couple hours a day now. I'm being more productive now since I started working out than when I was not working out. When I was being lazy, just sitting around all day, just stuffing my face with a bunch of food that ain't real food. And you wonder why you're not having success. You got to look at your daily habits because success is simple. You study successful people, they all do what? They all work out. They're all active. You don't got to like it, but guess what? If that's what most successful people do, and I want to be successful, then guess what? I have to do what most successful people do. It's a copycat game. Yeah, there's some few people that, let themselves go and they're multimillionaires. But do you want to be the guy with $1 million and you're on the beach and you can't even take your shirt off? You don't feel confidence in yourself, but you have all the money in the world. I want to be the guy listen, I want to be 60, but I look 35. I want to be able to travel the world because it builds your confidence. And when you have confidence, you can talk to anybody. The reason why I'm so confident because I put the work in. You got to put the work in. And it starts with what you do on a daily. How do you start your day? It's how you end your day. If you're sleeping 8 hours a day, that's not, and you're working 8 hours a day, and then you got to do everything. When do you ever have time to do the things that you need to do for your business? Because it's going to be your business that's going to give you the time freedom. The only time I set an alarm clock now is to go to the gym. Imagine if you had that problem instead of listen, when I'm on my way to the gym, I'm watching everybody in traffic. I'm like, I can imagine waking up every single day for 40 to 50, 60 years in traffic every morning, doing the same thing and not even living life. Because there's a ton of ways to make money now. Don't you want to have time and money together? Because we can agree that your time is your most valuable asset. So many people that spend their whole life chasing money. You want to build something where the money chases you. Where's your value? Because when you're valuable, people chase you to do business with you. See, I went from begging people, convincing people, hey, you should do business. Now it's like they want to do business with me because who I've built myself and they've seen the consistency over the years. See, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you're not consistent with one thing and you're always starting something new, why would your friends and your family members want to do what you do? If you're always restarting or starting something new, they never seen you get with one thing and stick with it for a long time. Because everyone that laughed before, nobody's laughing now. People haven't laughed in a long time. Probably about 10 and a half months ago, 10 years by my 6 months in the business, wasn't nobody laughing no more. Because at that point, you couldn't tell me anything because I went from Applebee's, to I didn't believe it back then. But telling people that's never experienced it before is like, I'm like, man, you got to understand that what I've been able to do in this business is that I didn't take 10 years to start having success. It took me a couple weeks because I wasn't playing around with the opportunity. I'm still out working the people that started with me. Most people are not able to keep up. I know people that took off. They're not here today. I'm still running the marathon because the goal is SVP. I said to myself years ago, I'm going to the top. It don't matter how long it takes. It don't matter which route I got to go. See, people don't understand what I'm doing, but guess what? I'm still working towards going SVP. There's new customers signing up, and there's new independent business signing up. And guess what? The organization is at all of the events. We're still running the system. So as long as you're willing to keep doing the work, eventually you're going to have success. eventually it's going to grow without you. Eventually, you're not even going to know people in your organization. And guess what? They're going to be having success based upon the system, not based upon if Shakeel talk. No, I don't got to talk to everybody to have success. But why are they still having success? It's a system. You got to be bigger than the system, but you are the system, because what you do is what your team is going to do. So if you're not doing anything to produce any type of revenue, how can you help other people produce revenue? It just doesn't make sense. So everything that you want your organization to do, you be the example. You start leading by example. Because all I'm showing people is that I'm getting better every single day in every area of my life. Not just making money, but every area of my life. Because guess what? When you do that, what I realize is that when you actually love yourself, great things just continue to happen for you. See, people attract and repel the things that they say they want every single day, because it's easy to say, I want to get to the top. I want this. I want that. But if you don't really feel like you can actually do it, if deep down when no one's around, you're like, man, you beat yourself up when nobody's around. But when your mentor come around, you are, man, I can't wait to do this and do that. But when you get by yourself, you're your biggest critic. People talk themselves out of success every single day. Even my mentor in the gym, my trainer told me, he was like, yo, it's all in your head. And guess what? It is all in your head. So even I have trainers, because guess what? I'm a human being just like everybody on the call. You need a coach. You need a mentor. You need someone telling you, listen, push the next rep. If you don't have people that's helping push you forward, you're going to stay exactly where you at. Work hard enough where you can start paying someone to start teaching you how to become a better person. You got to understand that the opportunity that you have, most people don't have it. I don't know where I'd be without AC and the relationships and the network and everything I've been able to build. It all came, AC and changed my life. And I'm always forever loyal and grateful for this opportunity. See, I've been grateful since I got started. I didn't wait to start making some money to be grateful. And I showed it by my actions. Even though I talk a lot, guess what? I back it up so I can talk all I want. Some people call it cockiness. I call it confidence. And I don't care what people think about me. Because if I care what people think about me, I'll still be living in Baltimore. I'll still be at Applebee's probably. I'll still be hanging around all my broke friends that's still doing the same thing they was doing 10 years ago. And I'm like, I'll still be doing what everybody's been doing. But because I made a decision and said, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do. And I don't care who's coming with me. Because at the end of the day, if it's meant to be, it's up to who? Me. I never blame nobody for when I had it, and I never blame nobody for, guess what? When I lost it. I went back and I got it back, and guess what? Now it's like, it's part. Listen, when you get to a point in life where you're not even moved when things happen. You just keep going. It's like, okay, another obstacle. I keep going. My mindset is every day I wake up, I just keep going. And as long as I just keep going, eventually I'm going to go where I need to go, because the average person, they give up. So I'm outpacing everyone. That's people that was millionaires before me. But guess what? I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm telling you, when it do come, it's going to come for a long time, because I got the blueprint. I knew how I got there. Some people don't even know how they get there. Think about people that win the lottery. They get millions of dollars and they broke in a couple of years. Why? Because it just happened. They didn't have to work for it. See, because I put in the work for it, I know the blueprint to success. And as long as I keep doing those things, I'm going to be good for a long time. I'm only 31. I haven't worked a job since I was 20 years old. How many people you know said, I haven't worked a job my entire 20s? I don't know too many. I'm just saying. How many people, and they're still working, they still growing, and guess what? They didn't get comfortable. I never got comfortable. I'm still not comfortable. Every day I'm working. Why? I'm putting in my time now. So guess what? When I'm 35, when I'm 40, man, I can live my best life because I already done put in 20 plus years of everyday grind. You can't tell me anything. I just condensed what? Probably 50 years into 20 years of work. So I can live the rest of my life. I want to travel the world with my son. Like 2 weeks out of the month, every single month, we gone. And then I work 2 weeks out of the month and travel. And I'll do that every single week for the rest of my life. and invest in the businesses. Passive income. And guess what? 18 is still going to be paying me what? Residual income. Imagine traveling, paying for a trip, and by the time you got there, the trip is already taken care of. And you can do that every single month for the rest of your life. Those are the dreams that I have. I don't know about you. But I know that this life, I want to live it to the fullest. And I want to live it in abundance. I want to be able to say, man, life is great. Because some people, they don't love their life. You got to love life. Because when you start loving life, guess what? You're going to start being put in positions where it show you that, man, life is really great. So it's all about gratitude. It's all about being grateful. It's all about working on yourself every single day. And the business is simple. When you work on you, people are going to gravitate to you. You don't have to chase people. They're going to come to you when you work on yourself. So I just continue working on myself. And guess what? Everything else take care of itself. I'm not stressing myself out every single day about success. You can't control it. You don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. You just can't control the when. So every single day you wake up, stop complaining, stop crying, stop trying to figure out when it's going to happen. It's going to happen when it's meant to happen. But you got to do the work every single day until it happens. So that's all I got for you guys today. It's going to be a great month. Like I said, it's fourth quarter. We're going into 2025, and it's like, what are you going to do? It's what, 90 more days until 2025. The new year starts today, yesterday. Really 6 months ago, but I'll give you leeway. It started yesterday. So you still have enough time to get a 90-day head start on the people that's going to say, man, it's 2025. I'm ready to start. They say the same thing every single year and then do the same thing every single year. Don't be that person. Get a head start now. Go buy you a journal today and just start brand new. Write down your goals. You know, I was just writing down my goals just now. I am a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. This is today. What did you write down today? I want to be a millionaire today. So I write down my goals and affirmations every single day. Imagine if you was where Mr. Thomas was at right now, making money on the island somewhere, palm trees in the background. You know, nice sun. Imagine that was you. See, I've seen examples, and that's why I'm working to do the same thing. So I can be like, hey, Mr. Thomas, man, I'm in Dubai. He'd be like, man, I see you there in 24 hours. Just call a jet. Those are the things I want to do. Send the airplanes for my friends. Hey, go pick them up and bring them to where I'm at. But you got to think big. Some people don't think that big. They only think that 2-week period, that 2-week paycheck. Life is so much bigger than getting paid every single 2 weeks. You can get paid every second of the day, every minute, every hour. Start thinking big. Go read the book, Think Big. And once you start thinking big, you just got to believe that you can have any. Listen, I can't wait to buy my first mansion. I can't wait to buy my first Rolls Royce. I already see myself in it. Do you see yourself in the things that you already want? Do you already see yourself with the lifestyle that you want? You got to see it now before it happens. Trick yourself to start seeing it now. Start thinking yourself as a multi-millionaire. Start moving like you already have wealth. Start tipping. One thing I learned, I'm in with this. Jim Rohn said, tip like a millionaire. See, everywhere I go, even if the service is bad, I'm still going to tip. Because what it shows is that see, most people, they're like this with money. They don't want to, you got to let money flow. It's currency. What is a current? It's always moving. So once you start being tight with money, you start having a scarcity mindset about money, you start thinking that there's only a little bit of money in this world, you're going to start acting like it. When you start acting like it, you're going to be in positions where you don't have no money. So I'm always flowing. I'm never like, man, no, you gotta circulate the money. You got to have that type of mindset. Not a 2-week get paid, work hard for 2 weeks, get paid, and then do the same thing over and stuck in that rat race. See, there's nothing wrong with having a job, but guess what? Are you going to do the same thing for your whole entire life and never took the time to enjoy life? You're just working to pay bills. We get paid off of bills. How does that make sense? How? It doesn't make sense. We get paid off of bills. What was yesterday? The first of the month. Guess what people got? Bills. And every single person paid that bill different days. So guess what? We get paid every day. As soon as they pay that bill, guess what? We get paid. I don't care if it's 30 cents a day. Listen, it doesn't matter. How many people are getting paid every single day? It's not too many people. Most people are getting paid every 2 weeks. I want it every day. So just change your mindset, start thinking big, and I hope you guys were able to learn something today. I like having real conversations because at the end of the day, I do what I'm telling you guys I do. And it's working for me. And I'm not complaining. So if it worked for me and I'm satisfied, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't mind not having to work a 9 to 5 your entire 20s and continue to grow and become a better person than you was in your 20s. So I pass the call back to you, Mr. Thomas.